It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC East foes. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it, that feeling of beginning another NFL season. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. One play action. Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Taylor bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Vaughn. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Evans. Now the ball comes loose. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Off play action, Fields. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Fields. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, open man here is Conklin. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's good for Jets. First down.
Running left, it's Hall to about the 30. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he dumps this one off here to Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score? Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. Continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 33. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now, this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Fields
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Here's Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Nevis knocks this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 35 on second down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jets, first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They'll run with Hall.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
A 34-yard.
Blankenship's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Come on, dog!
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Here's Wilson. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth and goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Play action. It's Fields. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Jets set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Miami set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Mevis for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Well, this was not just the opener.